Look at this shit. What the fuck? This is why they want us to stay in the house. This is why the fuck they want us to stay in the fucking house, nigga. It ain't the coronavirus, nigga. It ain't the radiation, nigga. It's this. What the fuck is this? What is this?
What is that?
What is that? What is this? Hold on. What is this?
I just want them to
What
see
is
it.
what is this?
They don't be thinking
What is
like-
that? What is this? What is this in the sky right now? What's going on? Them not they not airplanes. They doing formations and shit. Like what's going on for real? For real? Somebody please explain to me, man. What's going on, man? Like this shit crazy right now. What the fuck?
The chariots of God are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai, in the holy place.
This is a book of wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and his only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elder / bishop in the great millstone, who taught me 100% of this truth, who teach and rule well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect, the sincere 144,000 scattered abroad, four corners of the earth. Shalom. Wow. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. That brother was losing his mind in that video. He had terrible fear. His spirit felt troubled with terrible fear. Straight facts. He was losing his mind. He ain't even know what that was. He don't even know that's his salvation right there. He don't even know what that is. 2/3 of our people still living off the perception and looking through the eyes and learning from these heathen nations like Esau, especially Esau. This is his kingdom right now. They're looking at the point of view and perception of Esau. Their mind has been programmed to believe whatever Esau promotes. They really think that is some type of Hollywood. They don't even, truthfully, they really don't know about their own salvation. They really don't know about their own salvation. We living in some times where it's just like, wow. You know, 2/3 of our people, Jake the Snake and Eve that like to deceive, lack a lot of wisdom right about now. They not reading these scriptures. They not going through the Bible. They not reading the book. They not spending time with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, who they ignorantly call as God and JC. The brother was trembling while he was recording that. Trembling. Losing his mind. Losing his mind. See, when you lack wisdom, you don't know what's going on in the world. You will see anything like that and start to tremble. Of course, you're going to tremble and you're going to be scared. But he was losing his mind. He don't even know that's his salvation right in front of his face. He don't even know that's his salvation in front of his face. But yet, you have to fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. I would have been scared too. But yet, a prudent man knows and has wisdom. But you see, the foolish man, he despises wisdom. So he's going to be really more in fear, more in shock, and don't really know what is that in front of his face. I remember 2020 when everybody was sitting home. It was a lot of fearful sightings in the sky. Looking at the chariots of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, who the world ignorantly call the chariots, ignorantly call the chariots UFOs. This is something that a lot of our people really don't understand and don't understand and have no wisdom and knowledge and lack a lot of knowledge when it comes to their own salvation, when it comes to their true nationality and identity of who they really are as Israelites. But you still want to call yourself black. He was troubled and terrible with fear. Don't even know that was his salvation right in front of his face. The ones that's going to really break you free from Esau. Esau is never going to let you go. These other nations is never going to let up. They never going to let up. This is crazy right now. How to see in that video how the brother was really very nervous, screaming, cursing, wondering what is that? But see, when you lack wisdom and knowledge of these scriptures, you ain't going to know what is that. You ain't going to know what that was in the sky. The world ignorantly call it UFOs, but it's already identified if according to the scriptures, according to the Holy Bible. That's your salvation. It may look strange, but that's your salvation. That's what's going to make these other nations let up off of you. That's what's going to get you out of captivity. It's seeking and fearing Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. Seek your own salvation with fear and trembling. That's the only way you're going to get out of this captivity. But just living worldly, when you all in the world, you will look at your salvation as the opposite of salvation. You will see your salvation and run from it. You will see your salvation and don't care about it. 2/3 of our people have that mindset and perception right about now. This is really the chariots of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, where the world ignorantly call as UFOs, but they already been identified according to the Holy Scriptures, to the Holy Bible. That's our salvation. Like Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 2 right here states, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangest of his salvation. They shall be amazed at the strangest of their salvation. When you have wisdom and knowledge of these scriptures and put your due diligence and time into learning who you are and seeking Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah with fear and trembling, you will know what is going on. You will know what type of timing it is right about now. But 2/3 of our people, Jake the Snake and Eve that like to deceive, man, they trust in this place with their heart, mind, and soul. Their whole heart and soul. Their whole mind is trusted in this place. Hold on, let me get another one right quick. That's really our salvation. Those are the chariots of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly call as UFOs. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13 and verse 5. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, and the weapons of his indignation, to destroy the whole land. They come far from a place. Far, far, far. Not from the earth. These things that ain't from the earth. They're actually from the heavens. Of the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, who y'all ignorantly call God and JC. They come far off from the heavens, the ends of the heavens. Putting in the due diligence of the works what Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah requires them to do. Those are the holy angels, the chariots of the Most High. The chariots of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. This is really the truth. Just take a look at it. Those are really, the brother was fear and trembling, which is a good thing. You better fear and tremble at the presence of your salvation, because Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah ain't coming back to bring peace, but a sword. If you read Matthew chapter 10 and 34, he ain't coming to hand out ice cream and sprinkles and Snickers and M&Ms and Skittles and water bottles. No, 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 no. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is coming back to destroy this place. Amos chapter 9 and verse 8, if I'm not mistaken, and verse 10. Amos, the book of Amos chapter 9 and verse 8 and verse 10, if I'm not mistaken. And 2/3 of y'all that's over here playing Jake the Snake and Eve that like to deceive, y'all gotta go. I'm sick of y'all. Every day I'll be outside and I'm in New York and I'm in Brooklyn and I'm up and down. I see the mindset of our people. They really don't care about who they are and what's coming to this place. And they do not even give a damn about seeking their own salvation with fear and trembling. They think Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, who they ignorantly call as God and JC, is coming back to hand out ice cream, hand out candy, sit down and drink water with you and kick it like nothing is going on and it's all right, and give you a pat on the back and a hug and a kiss and all that. You could just walk into the house of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua and two-step your ass in. It ain't gonna work like that. 2/3 of our people really need to get the hell up out of here. They basically walk in nuclear food right about now. Cause when them nukes, them ICBM missiles from these other countries hit America, cause right now as we speak, as I speak, and as you listen to me, and as they walk around, they have ICBM missiles pointed directly here already. These other countries got missiles prepped, pointed in this direction of America right now while we sit here. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is coming as a thief in the night, man. And he's bringing his weapons of indignation to destroy this whole land. So when you see these chariots, what the world ignorantly call as UFOs, and they already been identified biblically in the Holy Scriptures, man, listen carefully. They're coming to destroy this place. They coming to cause wreck. They're not coming to show out. Well, they're going to come out. They're going to come and show out and burn up and beat, dissolve this place. This place is going to be on fire. You ever heard Alicia Keys sing that song? I'm on fire. That's how this place is going to be. It's going to be on fire. This place is going to be burnt toast, melted to the ground like a candle wax, melted. Let's go to another chapter of the book of Isaiah right quick. This place is going to be melted. It needs to go. 2/3 of y'all are ignorant, always scoffing and mocking, acting like y'all dealing with the truth. Y'all just know that y'all Israelites, but y'all not really doing due diligence of trying to create some sorts of videos of edification and put up videos out there, or hit the hedges and highways and byways. Most definitely hit the hedges and highways and byways and be up out of there pushing this truth. But this is the book of Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 15. For behold, the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. Them chariots is going to be coming with fire to dissolve four corners of the earth. 4 corners of the earth is going to be dissolved, burnt to the down, burnt to the ground. Lava, hot flaming fire, hotter than lava. You think Esau government could fight with these things? You think Esau government could keep up with these things? You think the government could challenge Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua and his army? You think man can have the technology to keep up with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua? Every time them air pilots is up there in them jets and they end up seeing something that they can't even explain, they always have fear and trembling when they come across these things. They have a lot of undocumented. They have documented proof of these things, but claim that it's undocumented at the same time. Because they have a disclosure they want to keep away from the world. They don't want the world to know the truth that our salvation as Israelites is on its way to destroy these Edomites and destroy these other nations and take back what's theirs. The earth belongs to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. And y'all out here, this 2/3 of our people just chilling, partnership. Just because you got a piece of the pie of Esau's kingdom doesn't mean that this is basically your kingdom. This is not your rest. This is not your rest. Stop following the ways of the heathen, because this is not your rest. Let's keep it going, man. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 16. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua plead with all flesh. The slain of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua shall be many. This is facts. They think Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, who they call as God, and JC, is coming to hang out and kick it with y'all. To sit down and watch a baseball game. To sit down and go to the water park. To sit down and come play basketball with you. You think Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, who y'all call as God, and JC, is coming back to hand out Skittles, ice cream, to buy you something from the corner store? Y'all gotta be out of y'all rabbit ass mind. He's coming back with fire and a sword to plead with all flesh, especially you wicked Eves, you women, you 2/3, you so-called black women. It's gonna be, y'all make up the most population of the 2/3, what the Lord is not dealing with. The book of Amos chapter 3 and verse 2. Go read that. Read the book of Amos chapter 3 and verse 2 and read it and take your time and read it word for word and take your time. Read it over 2 and 3 times. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is not coming to be nice to you women, especially you women. Y'all think y'all could be wicked. Eve thinks she could be wicked. Do as she please. And don't have no accountability for it. For by fire and by his sword will Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua plead with all flesh. The slain of y'all are going to be many. It's going to be arms, legs, head, body parts, blood everywhere. When the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, who y'all ignorantly call as God and JC, returns with his chariots like a whirlwind, bringing blazing fire from them freaking chariots, man, which you call as UFOs. Y'all ignorantly call them UFOs. But in the Holy Scriptures and in the Bible, it states exactly what that is. And that's the salvation for the true chosen ones of Israel. The Israelites. Not them tiny hats. Not them small hats you see in the land of Israel right now. Warring, bickering, and doing all sorts of wickedness of that nature. What they X, Y, and Z, A, B, C, D, E, F, G type of movements and parades up in there full of their pride, because pride comes before destruction. Disgusting. I can't stand them small hats. But the brother in the video is just to show you how people lack a lot of wisdom. They lack a lot of wisdom. But they better fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. That's just to show you. You better fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21 and verse 27. And they shall see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. Khan. They gonna see Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua show up with power and great glory, man. He's coming, the Son of Man, Yahweh Shah, the Mashiach, is coming in the cloud with power and great glory. coming to dissolve this place. Not coming to bring peace, but a sword to destroy this place. Let's read Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34. You think he coming to bring peace? So many of y'all in the world talking about, especially these other nations, these Edomites, Amalek and Moab and Ishmael and these Hamites, these doodle eating Africans. They just because they dark skinned and have melanin doesn't mean they're Israelites. They may look like us, move like us, smell like us, but they not us, man. They not Israelites. Them doodle eating Africans. All our people keep thinking they come from Africa, you know. You might have some Israelites in there. Maybe because, you know, an Israelite man end up sleeping with an African woman. And it goes by thy seed of thy father. These Israelite women keep thinking it goes by the seed of the woman. The woman is she don't carry what? She just carry what? All they do is carry. But they don't have the seed of life. It's the man that has the seed of life. They just carry. It goes by the seed of thy father, by the pedigree of the man, the seed of the father. But when Yahushua, Mashiach, who y'all ignorantly call as JC, the Son of Man, is going to be coming in the cloud with power and great glory. Had that brother shaking in the video. What's going on? Oh, what is that? Yeah, what is that? That's your salvation. But since you lack education, you don't know what's going on. All you know is what Esau teach you and show you and teach you in school and what you see in his Hollywood movies with green screen, pushing defilement of the chariots, defilement of your salvation, where it may be strange, but it's your salvation. Let's keep it pushing. Bring out this last verse and we're going to close out. This is the book of Luke, chapter 28. This is the book of Luke, Salakia, chapter 21 and verse 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Your redemption draweth nigh. This is your salvation. This is your redemption. The brother had looked up. They didn't even know what that is. All he thinking about is all the Hollywood movies he ever saw. The programming that Esau push in front of your face on a daily basis. The programming. Literally, TV is a program. Movies is a program. These actors, these high actors get paid a lot of money just to push forth lies and deception. Especially in the field of sci-fi movies. They push this strange salvation of our nation, man. Our strangeness of our salvation, they twist it and turn it and play around with it and make mockery of the strangeness of our salvation because they not part of the salvation that these other nations ain't gonna get. But I don't want to make this too long. I just wanted to get straight to the point, man. The strangeness of our salvation. Look up, lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh, Israel. I'm going to end it off right here like that. I'm going to end it off right here. I pray this video was edifying. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elder / bishop, and the great millstone who taught me 100% of this truth, who teach and rule well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect, the sincere 144,000 scattered abroad, 4 corners of the earth. Shalom.